All right, the other factor is wind. So one rule of thumb is if the winds aloft are forecast to be above 25 knots, that you shouldn't consider doing this. And so for that reason, along with general weather considerations, I would say as far as visibility is concerned, you need at least 15 miles of visibility. And you might be thinking, wow, that's a lot. You know, you need 15 miles of viz and less than 25 knots of wind. Well, it's all due to the conservative nature of mountain flying, because as we mentioned in our previous videos, you know, the conditions can change very radically and very quickly in the mountains, combined with the fact that you don't have a lot of weather reporting capabilities in these areas. All right, another guideline is clouds, as far as where the cloud deck is. So if you're flying, I like the conservative approach, not flying down into the canyons or in the valleys and what have you. For instance, the highest peak in North Carolina is 6,000 and some odd feet. That's Mount Mitchell out in the western part of the state. So we could feasibly fly at, say, a little over 8,500 feet plus, and still be okay as far as transitioning is concerned. And that more times than not, that's a good approach to take. And I would like to see that your lowest cloud layer is 2,000 feet above that. So you've got 2,000 feet to you from the highest obstacle, and then another 2,000 feet is where your cloud layer is. And that's just very good guidelines. So besides getting with an instructor, which we do advocate, there's some ways you can get kind of in the mode of mountain flying. And another way to do that is, for instance, I'll point to another North Carolina airport, Asheboro, and there's also Wilkesboro, where you have not necessarily full-blown mountains, but hills as far as that is concerned. And so you can go to these airports and practice flying with some hills around, and you'll be surprised, if you've never done it before, that there is a little psychological component there. Don't forget about your mixture. So as density altitude increases, you need to set that mixture, and that's probably one of the most common missed areas when people are taking off, specifically from a high density altitude airport.